Hello everyone, in this game analysis we're going to be covering three different areas. Defensively, going to be looking at our pressure, cover, our balance, and then when we are initiating our attacking transition, are we looking and recognizing to change the point of attack, or if we are on one side of the field so that way we can play into that open space. And then finally, how we are building out from the back. So in this first play here, we're going to see Eliana closing in on the press. As she is coming in on the press, we want to see the cover centrally. So here, as she came out on the press, we left this player unmarked, not covered, which allowed her to play the ball through, break in, and then create that dangerous attacking play. On this next play here, they decided to play it back to the keeper, and then we just needed to shift together so that way we can see who's going to initiate the press, so we can see what areas we need to cover and then where we need to balance. So once they play the ball to this area, we forget the cover in the central area. Our wide players stay out wide, so not really helping us keep it balanced. So here, once they win the ball, they're able to combine centrally and then break the line in to become an attacking threat. On this next play here, Eliana is going to clear the ball, and we're going to get our players up top to begin to press. But now, again, what we forget is to cover. So we don't mark that central option, giving them an option so they can combine and move forward. So we don't really have a cover, not allowing us to balance. So here, once they combine centrally with that player, it gives them an option to move the ball. So once they play out wide, we want to have a pressure from the striker, but at the same time, we want to cut off the passing lane so that way they're not able to switch. We don't cut the passing lane, so they switch the ball, giving them an option to now play the ball out wide. On this play here, they're going to switch it out wide, but then we forget to cover the central option. So once they combine centrally, they're able to find an option to play forward. And as the player has the ball, we're not giving it any type of pressure, no contact, making it very easy for them to play through and get into our defensive third. Here we're just going to see a good example on how we can stay in front of the ball so we can deny a shot or try to force the player to play back. So here we see Caitlin staying in front of the ball, forcing the player to change different directions and eventually play the ball back. In this clip here, we're going to see a good example of us closing in and looking for a change of attack. So here we're going to see Caitlin coming in, applying a good pressure on the body, making some good contact, recognizing that we need to change the point of attack. So we look to combine, finding our free players, and then allowing us to break through. This next clip here, we're going to see good movement here to deny forward play. So we see Hana being tight on the ball, being tight with the player that's on the ball so we can deny forward play. We talked about how we wanted to protect the middle third, not allow the ball to go through. We're going to see Annika recognize that the player on the ball sees that she has this space out here, so she quickly closes in that space, stays tight on the player, so that way she can be ready to deny forward play. On this play here, we're going to see how our striker closes in on the space, and we continue with the cover. So Abby here covering the central options. We have our wingers balanced so that we don't get split, and we're ready to go out wide. So here we continue with the press, winger staying balanced, forcing that error, and then we win the ball. So good pressure, good cover, good balance. This next play, they're going to build out from the back. So we see our striker going on the press. Abby is going to recognize that she needs to cover the central area. We squeeze in on the central area, we win the ball, and then here now we just need to recognize the moment to change the point of attack. On this play here, we do another good job on recognizing the moment to press, cover, and balance. So we're going to see Victoria going in on the pressure. We stay balanced with our wings, so we win the ball back. And then here we are just looking now to combine and move the ball away from the compact area. We play it in centrally, which we wanted to play out wide. And then here, once we win the ball back, making contact, staying player on the ball, we finally play it out wide to Emma, but unfortunately get a poor touch and we lose the ball. In this play here, we want to recognize the moments when we need to change the point of attack. So here we came from the left side, we played it over to the right. And now this moment here, once we learned that we couldn't go forward anymore, we decided to play back. And here we wanted to look for a change, maybe going over towards our left side. Instead, we played back to the right side where it's still compact. We lose the ball, we gain it back. We're forcing it on the right side where it's still compact. We lose it, ball is still on our right side. We continue to try to play on the same right side, not looking to see that we have options on this left to try to play the ball to. Change the point of attack, we lose the ball again, and then the entire attacking play is over. On this play here, again, we want to recognize the moment to change the point of attack. So Eliana going on a run on the left side. We see Peyton on the right side. What we would have liked even better is if Peyton would have been a lot wider. Maybe this defender could have followed you out here, giving more space to our holding mids. So when we look to change the point of attack with our holding mids, they might not have space to drive for a shot or look for a pass through a split ball. So here we see Eliana. We end up losing the ball. It goes back over to the left side where we win the ball. Again, we want to try to recognize the spaces and the moment to change the point of attack. So we gain the ball back. We keep playing it on the left side. We lose the ball and it's still compact. And then from the foul, we end up losing the ball entirely. This next play here, again, we want to recognize the moment to change the point of attack. We're on the left side. We play it on the throw-in. We keep the ball on the left side. It's still compact here, making it easier for them to defend. We lose the ball, and then our moment to attack. This play here again, we want to recognize the moment to change the point of attack. We're on this left side. We try to combine on the left side. We continue to play on the left side. We don't recognize that we have players out towards the right side, that it's a moment for us to change the point of attack since the defenders are compact. So we continue forcing on the left. Once they finally win the ball, they decide to change the point of attack. Another moment here, looking to recognize the change in the point of attack. We play to the left side to Victoria. We are still trying to play on this left side, now recognizing that we have players that we can use to switch the ball, change the point of attack, maybe go on the right side. We keep playing on this left side. It's very tight, making it easy for the defenders to win the ball back on a repress, and we end up losing the ball. Okay, here, where we don't recognize the moment to change the point of attack. It's a throw-in. We play it in here. I believe this is Annika here on the ball. We want to recognize the moment to change the point of attack with our players that are central and our players that are wide. So instead, we play the ball back where the throw-in came from, where it's still tight on that left side. We lose the ball and the opportunity to attack. This here is from a clip of our other game where we do recognize the moment to change the point of attack after we win the ball. So here we win it. We play it back. Stella does that quick movement to go out wide so we can trigger this defender, giving the player on the ball to have that split pass option. We break the line. We get past the middle third into our final attacking third. Another good moment here where we recognize the moment to change the point of attack. We win the ball from the left side. We win it here. Aniston is going to recognize that we just won from the left side, so she touches over to the right where we decide to switch it, changing the point of attack, and then allowing us to find someone to play forward to. Another moment here where we recognize that it's time to change the point of attack. So we win it over on the left side. We notice that we are drawing in players, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blue players here, recognizing it's time to change the point of attack, finding the free player. And now, because we were able to play the ball side to side, it created some gaps, created some options for us to split the ball, go through into that final third, and then look for a shot on goal. Last thing I want to talk about is how we are building up from the back. So we want to try not to dribble. We want to keep minimal touches, and then we want to be able to combine quickly and effectively. So here we pass the ball over to our center back, and we want to keep minimal touches so that way we can draw in the pressure and then see what options free up because of this pressure. So the striker comes in from our left side, so that means our left side freed up. Maybe we can play the ball that way if our passing lane is not getting cut off. So as we continue dribbling, our space gets tighter, and then we end up losing the ball and our moment to build out. Next clip again, we decide to build out short, playing with our center back. We decide to go on a dribble, not seeing that the pressure is coming now from our right side. She's not cutting off the passing angle, So this should give us an opportunity to use Sophia and then maybe change the point of attack over to Hana. Instead, we play over to the tight space where we lose the ball and our opportunity to build out. Another clip here again. We play over to our center backs. We decide to go on a dribble. Our own space gets closed up. We play it into the tight area. We lose the ball and we end up getting countered. Another clip again. We play it to our center backs. We go on a dribble. Space gets tight, gets closed in. We lose the ball, and then our opportunity to go on offense, and we end up getting countered. And now I just wanted to share a couple clips from the boys team that I coach. I work on very similar ideas as I do with the girls. So here we're going to see how we build out from the back. We decide to play back to the keeper, and here we want to recognize the time that we have and keep our minimal touches in the back so we can combine quickly and effectively. 2 touches here for our center back, our holding mid showing on a split, keeping 1 touch to play out wide, and then our winger minimal touches as well, so then we can play forward. So we want to keep minimal touches, quick and efficiently. Here we have another video. This time we're going to start from the goal kick. We see our setup. Our center backs are as far away as possible from the pressure. We have our wingers a little bit flat, so that way we can try to trigger their wings and see how we are going to attack. So we're going to play to our center back, going to try to keep our touches minimal. Note, recognize that the pressure is coming in. He is not cutting off the passing lane, so we decide to play it back to our keeper since he freed up. Another pressure coming in, and this one is going to now free up our center back, free up our outside back after we recognize that he's not cutting the passing lane. So we play it out wide, keeping our touches minimal to combine with our holding mid, keeping our touches minimal to find our 10, keeping our touches minimal to find our left back, keeping our touches minimal. We recognize we cannot go forward, so it helps us to move the ball side to side. That way we can keep the defensive shape separated, giving us lots of options to move the ball or split the ball. So now we're going to find our holding mid to be able to switch the ball again, holding mid staying connected, so that way we can switch over to the other side and keeping that defensive line disrupted so we can split the ball through and be able to attack. So hopefully these clips gave us some insight, gave us some information on how we are looking to pressure, cover, and balance. Once we win the ball, looking to change the point of attack, or if we are on one side of the field, that way we can move the ball to the opposite side where there are usually fewer defenders. And then finally, how we are building out. We don't want to dribble too much, looking for quick combining passes, no more than 3, so that way we can get out quickly, efficiently, and may have to move more than once side to side, so that way we can keep the defensive shape disrupted and not allow them to be compact. All right, thank you everyone, and I'll see you at training.